Hi, my name is Ashton Goucher and I am 23 years old. I live in Coeur d'Alene and I am currently a junior working on my degree in organizational science with a minor in business. My goal is to hopefully graduate next fall. I started at the U of I down in Moscow after I graduated from high school, but I wasn't sure about what I wanted to do with my life. So I changed my major like 4 times, I believe. So finally I decided just to come home and work a little bit until I knew what I wanted to do, which I have finally figured that out. So I'm finishing my degree up here in Coeur d'Alene and working. I'm taking 12 credits this semester and working full time. So I tend to have a pretty busy schedule, but I like to stay busy, so keeps things interesting. I working full time and going to school full time really think has motivated me into making sure I do well and making sure that I achieve everything I can and do everything that I want to do, so that way I can finish my degree when I want to and as soon as possible. So I'm not always this busy, so you can stop and smell the roses a little bit. You don't want to be busy your whole entire life. I currently work as an administrative assistant at Magnuson McHugh and Company. It is a local accounting firm. My duties there range all over the place. I'm kind of help everyone when they need me to. I assemble tax returns, which means I just get them all ready for the clients to come pick up and in the way they need them. I also run our little bit of our marketing, so I make sure that people that our staff are attending events in the community, and I work with people in the community and set up who's going to be at our tables and what tables we'll have. And I've also even planned a few events for our firm. I planned the Coeur d'Alene Chamber of Commerce hosts a business after hour every month, and last year we hosted it at Magnuson McHugh. I got to plan that event. I was able to work with the chamber to get all the details of what you should do. I planned the caterer, the beverages, the advertising. I learned a lot while planning that event, but I also didn't. It was also a pretty small event, about maybe 200 people, so not huge. And it was just held at our office, so there wasn't a lot that I had to do outside in the community. So I really am hoping to get more experience of planning large events in the community through this class. My ultimate career goal is to work either as a college advisor or to work as a college recruiter. I really like the idea of helping young people decide on their future and guide them through making the correct choices on classes and extracurriculars. And this is really important to me because it did take me so long to find a major and figure out what I wanted to do. So once people know what they want to do, you really want to help them make sure they're taking the right classes and making sure they're staying on track, because once you figure that out, you just want to get through it as fast as you can. And I really think that I could help people do that and stay organized and help them keep their life organized. It says some people aren't sure what classes to take. Like, I always know exactly where I need to be and what classes I'm taking this semester and what classes I'm taking next semester, and I have it all laid out in an Excel spreadsheet. But some people aren't like that, so I really want to help people who aren't like that get through that and make sure that they can graduate on time with everything they need. I really want to stay in the Coeur d'Alene area, so maybe someday working for the University of Idaho at Coeur d'Alene would be amazing. And I want to pursue my career up here. I moved to Coeur d'Alene when I was a freshman in high school, so I kind of spent the most important year. I think high school is such an important time to grow as a person, so I spent my most important years, I feel like, in Coeur d'Alene, so I really do think of it as home. And I was recently engaged as of Saturday, and my fiance, he was actually a cougar, so can't hold that against him. But he has been working up here for a few years. He's a little bit older than I am. And so he has a career up here already, and we both love it here, and neither of us really see ourselves ever leaving. So I'm hoping to someday work here in Coeur d'Alene. I'm taking this course because I think is one of the most life applicable courses that I've ever seen offered. Like, it's something that you're really going to use every day. Planning events, it's always going to be something that people need. You know, my mom, I've always really looked up to my mom, and she works on a lot of nonprofit boards and organizations in Coeur d'Alene, and I've always kind of helped her plan her events when she has things going on. She's currently is the treasurer for the Excel Foundation, which supports local Coeur d'Alene schools, and they always hold a big event in November every year, and I get to help her plan that. But I do just kind of help on one side. I kind of take care of the attendance and making sure the seating charts are ready and getting all the tables ready for the day, but I don't get to see the whole thing into action because I'm not on the board. I get to just help with this little part. So I'm really looking forward to getting to see how a whole event comes together and what little pieces you need to do, what little things that I would never even think of that you have to do. I really hope someday that I can give back to the community and serve on the boards of nonprofits like my mom does, which that's really important to me. So I want to be prepared for that, and I'm thinking this class is really going to give me the skills I need to be prepared for that. There's a lot of things that you don't think of when it comes to events, a lot of little details. And if you are one of those people who is prepared and knows what to expect, people are going to be really impressed with you. And they're going to be like, wow, she really pulled off a great event. I want her to help me out with mine next time. I want her on my board. Like, what a great person to give back to this community. So I think this class is going to give the skills needed to do that. And also not just to plan events as is not for nonprofits, but I also going to think with my future career and my current career. With my future career, it's going to help if I do become a recruiter. It's going to help plan recruiting events and know what needs to be happening in those. And even in my current career, we do throw some small events at our firm, and I do get to help with those. So it'll be good to show my boss and that, like, look at that, I can go on and do that. From this class, I really want to learn how to properly organize a professional event. I know there's certain ways that you do things and certain things that you don't always think of. I want to know what steps a person needs to take to make a great event and what people tend to forget. There's always some things that people forget, and if you're one of those people who can remember those little things, then you don't have to worry about anything going on. I want to learn how to make sure everything goes right and what kind of backup plans you need to have, because everyone says have a backup plan for this, have a backup plan for that. What do you actually need to have as a backup plan? I think this class not only will give me knowledge for planning professional events, but I also think it's going to help plan my wedding a little bit. I'm just starting to dive into that with venues and caterers and photographers, and it's a lot of work. And so I think this class will really show too what I need to think about with that, because events kind of correspond. You need a lot of the same things. So I think that will be a little bit of personalness that I'm going to be able to get out of this class. And, that's just a total bonus because, planning a wedding, working full time, and going to school full time, it is going to be a little stressful. And to have this class, which is going to help me both professionally and personally, I really am going to appreciate that. I think this class is going to be a lot of fun, and I am very excited to get started on it.